The morning of December 29th began with air raid alarms across Ukraine because of the missile threat. The Russians had more than a dozen strategic bombers in the sky ready to launch missile strikes against Ukraine.
Були гучні вибухи на десь поруч.
There were loud explosions somewhere nearby. My cat was really scared. She jumped under the bed. She hid there and I was getting her out and calming her because I needed to go to work. Well, this morning was just crazy. To tell the truth, this is the kind of reaction when it's a sin to love.
In Kyiv, people began to go down the subway massively. Underground stations in the city operate as bomb shelters during the air raid alarms. The threat lasted for almost 5 hours. During this time, the sounds of explosions were heard in Kyiv, as well as in other regions of the country. The Russian army fired 69 missiles, the Ukrainian Air Force reported. 54 of these missiles were shot down.
Так, 7 ранку.
At 7 a.m., the enemy delivered a massive strike on the Ukrainian territory, during which cruise missiles were launched from air and sea, as well as aircraft missiles S-300 and S-400, aimed at critical and energy infrastructure objects in eastern, central, western and southern regions of our country. The enemy used more than 69 missiles. The air defense of our country destroyed 54 missiles.
In particular, 16 missiles were shot down over Kyiv, says Mayor Vitaly Klitschko. Fragments of the downed missiles damaged private houses in the city districts and cars. 3 people were wounded, including a 14-year-old child. Part of the residents were left without electricity.
40% of the consumers in the capital are without power after the missile attack, due to the necessary safety measures that are taken by power engineers during the air raid. Now power engineers are working to restore power supply. The city supplies heat and water in the normal mode, except for homes with no power supply on which the boilers depend. Vitaly Klitschko, mayor of Kyiv, on Telegram.
6 missiles were directed towards the Lviv region, which borders Poland. There were no hits, but fragments of the downed missiles damaged energy infrastructure, which caused power outages in the region, the mayor of Lviv, Andriy Sadovy, said.
90% of city is without electricity. We are waiting for more information from the power company. Trams and trolley buses are not running in the city. There may be interruptions in water supply. We are switching to diesel generators at critical infrastructure facilities. Andriy Sadovy, mayor of Lviv, on Telegram.
In Kharkiv, Russian missiles hit a transport company. The city was hit by both missiles and Iranian-made Russian kamikaze drones. Reported by Roman Smoler, UATV News.